welcome back to Daily Diabetics. My name is Noelle. Welcome to week, I don't remember offhand. It's been one heck of a wonderfully crazy week. So this week's theme is diabetic story time. So we will get into that momentarily. I am sorry this video is up so late. I was actually at my boyfriend's for the past week. So I didn't have time to film because we were doing 4th of July festivities, and then we were in the sign shop and body shop. Lots of long, wonderful days, which always is fun to me, and I just love to spend time with him. So, babe, if you're watching, once again, thank you for the wonderful week. And my story this week is going to be about my second Libre application, which I had done a live on my personal Facebook. So I'm going to tell you all about it. Let's go. Alright, so as I said, like, I was doing this as a live on Facebook. Sorry, words don't make sense to me today. So I was doing a live on Facebook inserting my Libre. My very second one that I've ever worn personally. I did a blind study, and this was the second one I put in. I was doing it here right below my tattoo. I guess you're not allowed to put anything in your tattoos technically. People do it, but I have yet to do so. My pumps, I just sore. I put it in my abdomen, and it hurts because I'm not supposed to put them there, but I didn't really want to. I wanted to use my thighs, but I didn't really feel like changing pants at the time, and I was showing someone how pumps work. But anyways, I was doing my very second one live on Facebook, and I'm getting all into it. I'm, alcohol swabbing, pushing the sensor, and making it the one big piece that it is, and putting sticky stuff down, and then antiperspirant. I don't know if anyone's ever heard of that, but if you put it down, it helps it stick better, apparently. I didn't let mine dry enough, so it was already an issue, but, so here's me, live on Facebook, all friends, family watching, and I'm like, yeah, big dog, and, I look down after I insert it, and there's just blood gushing down my arm. And I'm like, So of course I'm like mildly freaking out, and I'm like yelling on my front porch because I did this outside. I was like, Mom, 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 my Libre is bleeding out the center. What do I do? So after I ended the live on Facebook, I was trying to be all like, okay, yeah, this happens all the time. I went on Instagram, and I was like, I made a poll, or I made a post on my story, and then I asked a few people that had reached out to me at the Libre, and I was like, does it bleed? And a couple people were like, well, it makes it more accurate, and other people were like, oh, you could probably change it, but see how it is. That sensor was completely off the entire time. It was always 20 to 50 points above or below at all times, so every time I'd scan, I'd manually check. I can say there was only a few times that it was within 10 points close. So it was nerve-wracking and scary all at the same time, because that was like my second sensor, and I had one more for the month, and I was like, well, what do I have to do this? I don't want to have to call them already. Like, I'm new to the company, blah, blah, blah. But it ended up, I kept it on for 8 of the 10 days, and 2 days before it was going to fall off, I was at my boyfriend's house, obviously, I said, and it was the 4th of July, so it was just really hot and sticky, and so I sweated it off. I perspirated it off. If that's the right word, but it came off because I was sweating so bad. And so my sim patches work wonders. I love them to pieces. So it was scary for me, because I was like, is that normal? Like, I haven't ever had this happen, and I've seen several people's bleed out on Instagram. Like, pump sites have bled out. Knock on wood, none of my pump sites have yet so far, but that's like such a scary thought. Like, what if your like blood backs up and you're like tubing? Like, could you imagine like looking down and seeing that? Like, I'd freak out. Knock on wood, I haven't had a gushing pump site, but man, this little guy out of the center, if you know, in the center it has a little hole where the needle contracts or whatever. So it was definitely like scary because I was like, well, is this gonna work? I don't want to do it again tomorrow. So not really that exciting of a diabetes story. It was scary for me, and I was like super dumbfounded because I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen to me, but it did. And obviously it'll happen to everyone at one point, I think. Any of you that have other CGMs or anything, do yours do that? Do they bleed out? I mean, I know I've seen Dex's, but how often does it happen for you guys? So answer that in the comments for me. And I won't post so late next week. Alright, y'all. I hope you enjoyed this very not exciting video, but I'm curious, any of you also that have the Libre, do yours bleed out? And do you find them more accurate? So let me know once again, and I will see y'all next week.